Welcome to grammar class. In this lesson, we will learn the forms of the passive. We will discover the formula. But before we move on, it is very important for you to know that to build the passive voice, you need to know the past participle of verbs. And remember, there are many variations for the past participles. For example, there are some verbs like play, played, and played who just add ed, and they are both the same for the simple past and the past participle. But we have verbs like catch, caught that change. They do not only add ed, they change. There are others who vary the simple past and the past participle, like do, did, and done. There are others that have two forms of participles. For example, get, got, a simple past, and got or gotten to build the participles. There are some that do not vary when writing because we read them the same, but they are pronounced differently. Read, read, read. And there are some who do not vary at all. Cut, cut, cut. Knowing the past participle of the verbs is key to build the passive voice. So now, let's see the formula. What is the formula for the passive voice? We need to use verb be in the correct way plus the past participle of the verb. Let's see an example. For the simple present, farmers grow corn. So as it is simple present, I need to write it in the passive voice also in present. Corn is grown by farmers, but in this situation, remember, I need to use the passive voice, and the passive of grow is grown. In the second example, the news surprised Sarah. Surprised is simple past. So here, I need to write with simple past, and the simple past of is was. So Sarah was surprised by the news. Again, surprised in the participle form. But look at this one, because here we have Diana, which is singular, and the letters, which are plurals. Diana is copying the letters. This is present progressive. So now remember that the subject becomes the object. So now the letters. The letters are being copied by Diana. We do not say that the letters is copying. No, because the letters is plural, and the same happens here. Diana was copying the letters in the past progressive. Now that we need to write it in passive, we say the letters were, because were, it's the plural of was. The letters were being copied by Diana. Another example for the present perfect. Jack has mailed the letter. Now, the important thing is the letter. So we say, the letter has been mailed by Jack. And for the future, we can use future will or future be going to. For example, Mr. Lee will plan the meeting. On the passive, we say the meeting will be planned by Mr. Lee. But if we use the future be going to, we say Sue is going to write the report, or the report is going to be written by Sue. We will see some more examples. Remember, what is the formula for the active and the passive voice? The difference is writing be plus the past participle. In this example, we are using the same sentence for all the tenses. There's a simple present and present continuous. And I want you to please notice that what changes is the verb be, are, in this situation are being, have been, were, but the past participle is always the same. Taken, 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 taken. Because the sentences are, these examples are the same sentence in different tenses. So, simple present active voice. They take the photos. They change to the photos are taken. Remember, the subject becomes the object, and in the passive voice, the object is not important. What we care about is who experiences the action. In this case, the photos. The photos are taken. For the present continuous, the photos are being taken. Present perfect. The photos have been taken. Simple past. The photos were taken. Past continuous. The photos were being taken. Past perfect. The photos had been taken. Future. The photos will be taken. Future be going to. The photos are going to be taken. And future perfect. The photos will have been taken. Okay, we need to practice a lot to be experts in passive voice. Thank you for paying attention. Now it's time to practice. I will present you 2 sets of sentences and I want you to focus on the grammar structure. One of them is incorrect and we will discover. The room was filled by all people I love. The room filled by all people I love. Which one is correct? Number 1 or number 2? Yes, number 1. It is correct, and it is written in passive voice, but the second one is not. Let's see the other set of sentences. The bakers will decorate the cookies for the party. The bakers will be decorated the cookies for the party. Which one is correct? Very good. The first one. This sentence is in active voice. The cookies will be decorated by the bakers. The cookies will be decorated by the bakers. Which one is correct? Is it passive or is it active? First one is not correct. The second one is, and the only difference is the past participle of the verb. Okay, so this is it for this lesson. I need you to please keep on practicing.